the mirror twice today for marks upon my skin, looking for the evidence of where the hurt set in. There's no purple on my shoulder, no swelling on my face, but I'm limping through the memories of this quiet, empty place. You didn't leave a fingerprint, didn't leave a scar, but you broke the inner workings of the person that I are. 'Cause I'm covered in the bruises that nobody gets to see, the ones you left inside the deepest parts of me. They don't fade with time or turn the light a shade of blue. They're just the heavy imprints of the way I trusted you. A fracture in my spirit, a shadow on my soul. I'm wearing all the damage of a love I can't control. People ask me how I am, and I just play the part. I hide the jagged edges of a shattered paper heart. If I had a broken arm, they'd understand the pain. But how do you show a world the way you're crying in the rain? You hit me with the silence, you hit me with the gone, and left me black and blue inside from midnight until dawn. You don't need a fist to leave a person on the floor. You just need a cold goodbye and a slamming of the door. Now I'm sensitive to touch, I'm flinching at the light, trying to heal the invisible wounds you gave me in the night. Yeah, I'm covered in the bruises that nobody gets to see, the ones you left inside the deepest parts of me. They don't fade with time or turn the light a shade of blue. They're just the heavy imprints of the way I trusted you. A fracture in my spirit, a shadow on my soul. I'm wearing all the damage of a love I can't control. No, there's no bandage for this, no ice to dull the ache, just the internal bleeding of every big mistake. I look fine on the outside, but I'm tender to the bone, nursing all these bruises since you left me here alone. Invisible, but they're there. The stereo lights are shining, a cold and harsh display, as we cut into the memory of a love that died today. I'm the coroner of my own heart, performing the exam, trying to find the moment where the gentle flow became a dam. We pull back the layers, dissect the happy times, looking for the cancer that killed all of our rhymes. It's the autopsy of a love song, laid open on the slab. Every promise we once whispered feels like a painful stab. Looking at the evidence, the moments we both lied, trying to see the real reason our future finally died. The cause of death is clear now, written in the charts. It was two good people with two broken, lonely hearts. An autopsy of a love song. Check the vital signs of every single kiss, the rapid pulse of passion, the things we didn't miss. The blood flow seemed so healthy, the connection felt so true. But somewhere in the middle, the light just drained right through. We found the little cracks we thought that we could see, the hidden resentments that were all too real. It's the autopsy of a love song, laid open on the slab. Every promise we once whispered feels like a painful stab. Looking at the evidence, the moments we both lied, trying to see the real reason our future finally died. The cause of death is clear now, written in the charts. It was too good people with two broken, lonely hearts. An autopsy of a love song. The report will read natural causes, a quiet kind of fade, not a sudden crash and burn, but a slow parade of distance and indifference, of taking things for granted, of leaving the field barren where once our love was planted. The instruments are silent, the work is finally done. The body of our happiness is gone, just gone. It's the autopsy of a love song, laid open on the slab. Every promise we once whispered feels like a painful stab. Looking at the evidence, the moments we both lied, trying to see the real reason our future finally died. The cause of death is clear now, written in the charts. It was too good people with two broken, lonely hearts. An autopsy of a love song. Autopsy of a love song. Where did we go wrong? The heart stopped beating cold, the story left untold. Autopsy of a love song. Check the mirror twice today for marks upon my skin, looking for the evidence of where the hurt set in. There's no purple on my shoulder, no swelling on my face, but I'm limping through the memories of this quiet, empty place. You didn't leave a fingerprint, you didn't leave a scar, but you broke the inner workings of the person that I am. 'Cause I'm covered in the bruises that nobody gets to see, the ones you left inside the deepest parts of me. They don't fade with time, I turn a lighter shade of blue. They're just the heavy imprints of the way I trusted you. A fracture in my spirit, a shadow on my soul. I'm wearing all the damage of a love I can't control. People ask me how I am, and I just play the part. I hide the jagged edges of a shattered paper heart. If I had a broken arm, they'd understand the pain. But how do you show a world the way you're crying in the rain? You hit me with the silence, you hit me with the gone, and left me black and blue inside from flinching at the light, trying to heal the invisible wounds you gave me in the night. Yeah, I'm covered in the bruises that nobody gets to see, the ones you left inside the deepest parts of me. They don't fade with time or turn a light a shade of blue. They're just the heavy imprints of the way I trusted you. Yeah, I'm covered in the bruises that nobody gets to see, the ones you left inside the deepest parts of me. They don't fade with time or turn a lighter shade of blue. They're just the heavy imprints of the way I trusted you. A fracture in my spirit, a shadow on my soul. I'm wearing all the damage of a love I can't control. No, there's no bandage for this, no ice to dull the ache, just the internal bleeding of every big mistake. I look fine on the outside, but I'm tender to the bone, nursing all these bruises since you left me here alone, invisible. But they're there. I'm folding up the Polaroids and tucking them away, like children with no home to go at the ending of the day. The jokes that only we would get, the secrets in the dark, are wandering like runaways through a cold and quiet park. They don't belong to you no more. You found a brand new name, and I can't keep them by myself. It's a losing kind of game. They're just orphan memories with nowhere left to live, left with all the forever that you no longer give. The shivering on doorsteps, the crying in the rain, looking for a family in the wreckage of this pain. I can't bear to keep them, but I can't let them die. 1,000 little heartbreaks with no place to say goodbye. The song we called our melody is playing in the street, but it's looking for a rhythm that it never gets to me. It's a ghost without a haunting, it's a story with no end, searching for the lovers that he used to call his friend. You left them on the sidewalk when you walked out of the door. Now they're knocking on my spirit, but I can't take anymore. Who's gonna tuck them in tonight and tell them they belong? Who's gonna tell the memories that everything's not wrong? I'm a shelter for a history that you chose to forget, collecting all the someday that we haven't finished yet. They're just orphan memories with nowhere left to live, left with all the forever that you no longer keep. Go to sleep, little moments. Maybe someone will find you. Maybe in another life I'll be right behind you. But for now you're just alone, with no way home. No way home. I'm standing in a crowded space, but I'm fading through the floor. Just a shadow in the corner, near the hinges of the door. I wore the dress you like the most, the one that makes me tall. But looking in your eyes tonight, I've never felt so small. You're talking over me again, like I'm a whisper in the wind, counting all the ways I lost before the game could even begin. Now I'm the smallest girl in the room, shrinking in the light, watching you forget my name in the middle of the night. You've got a way of making us feel like I was never there, just a ghost with heavy ribbons tied into her hair. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm beneath your point of view. I've never felt more invisible than when I'm standing next to you. Your laughter hits the ceiling while I'm staring at my shoes, calculating everything I'm terrified to lose. I used to be a mountain, I used to be a flame, but you whittled down my spirit till I'm something soft and tame. You're expanding like a galaxy, taking up the air while I'm folding up my heart into a shape that isn't there. Is there a telescope powerful enough to find me now? After you broke every promise, after you broke every vow, I'm a speck of dust in your horizon, a pebble in your sea. How did you grow so giant by stepping over me? Yeah, I'm the smallest girl in the room, shrinking in the light, watching you forget my name in the middle of the night. You've got a way of making us feel like I was never there, just a ghost with heavy ribbons tied into her hair. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm beneath your point of view. I've never felt more invisible than when I'm standing next to you. Yeah, I'm the smallest girl in the room, shrinking in the light, watching you forget my name in the middle of the night. You've got a way of making us feel like I was never there, just a ghost with heavy ribbons tied into her hair. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm beneath your point of view. I've never felt more invisible than when I'm standing next to you. If I disappear tomorrow, would you even see the space? Or would you just find a bigger girl to take my tiny place? I'm getting smaller, smaller. face used to be. The left side of the mattress is a cold and quiet shore, where the waves of your breathing don't wash up anymore. I reached out in the darkness just to touch your tangled hair, but the morning light is cruel because it shows me nothing's there. And I woke up in tears, drowning in the gray, before I even whispered, please don't go away. It's the heaviest feeling that a heart can never know, to lose you in my slumber, then have to let you go. Yeah, the sun is climbing higher, but the world is standing still. I woke up in tears, and I guess I always will. I had a dream we'd fixed it, that we found a middle ground, that the silence in this hallway finally lost its jagged sound. We were sitting in the kitchen, you were laughing at the rain, and for a second I'd forgotten every ounce of all this pain. But the alarm clock is a hammer, and the dream is made of glass. Now I'm sweeping up the pieces of a love that didn't last. They say that sleep is mercy, that is where the hurting ends, but for me it's just a theater where the ghost of us pretends. I'm terrified of closing eyes, I'm terrified of dawn, because every time I wake up you're just a little further gone. And I woke up in tears, drowning in the gray, before I even whispered, please don't go away. It's the heaviest feeling that a heart can never know, to lose you in my slumber, then have to let you go. Yeah, the sun is climbing higher, but the world is standing still. I woke up in tears, and I guess I always will. My eyes are burning, the pillow's still wet. I'm staring at the doorway, but you haven't walked in yet. Just another morning, just another day of waking up in tears and wishing them away, wishing you'd stay. I left the porch light burning, but the moths have moved away. The floorboards memorize the things we didn't want to say. I'm walking through the blueprint of a life we try to build. Every room's a hollow vessel that your laughter used to fill. Now the dust is settling softly on the keys of the piano, and the silence is a language that I'm forced to understand. It's just echoes in an empty hall, bouncing off the paint. The ghost of how you love me is becoming something faint. I'm chasing down a shadow, I'm screaming at the wall, but nothing ever answers but the echoes in the hall. A heartbeat in the drywall, a memory on the floor. I'm a prisoner of the spaces where you don't live anymore. I found your favorite sweater in a box behind the door. It still smells like the Sunday nights we don't have anymore. I try to pull the curtain, try to shut the daylight out, but the emptiness is louder than a frantic, desperate shout. Every footstep that I take sounds like a question left hanging in a house that's grown too heavy with the sound of doors slamming. They say the walls have ears, well I hope they're listening now to the breaking of a spirit and the breaking of a vow. I trade the whole foundation just to hear you turn the lock, but I'm just counting seconds on a dead and rusted clock. It's just echoes in an empty hall, bouncing off the paint. The ghost of how you love me is becoming something faint. I'm chasing down a shadow, I'm screaming at the wall, but nothing ever answers but the echoes in the hall. A heartbeat in the drywall, a memory on the floor. I'm a prisoner of the spaces where you don't live anymore. Listen to the wind, it sounds a bit like you, calling from the kitchen like you used to do. But it's just a hole, just the empty hole, and the silence after the fall. I traded in my colors just to match a shade of blue. I rebuilt every highway just to lead me back to you. I carried every burden, kept my heavy spirit light. I learned to love the shadows just to keep you in the light. I've been until I splintered, then I bent a little more, leaving pieces of my identity scattered on the floor. But I guess I was a mountain you didn't wanna climb, a beautiful slow rhythm in a different kind of time. I gave you all the marrow, gave you every drop of dew, but it turns out everything was never enough for you. And get nothing back. You look right through my efforts like a window made of glass, waiting for a version of a ghost that wouldn't pass. I changed the way I spoke your name, I changed the way I dreamed, but I was just a stitch that couldn't hold your bursting seam. I was a steady anchor while you searched for open sea, and the more I tried to stay, the more you wanted to be free. Is there a height I didn't reach, a word I didn't say, a price I could have paid to make you wanna stay? But I could be the galaxy, the sun and every moon, and I'd still be the melody that's playing out of tune. Yeah, I guess I just too hard. Go find your perfect world. Go find your better view. I'm sorry being me wasn't enough for you. Never enough for you. Skipping through the playlist of the life we used to know. Back when every lyric had a fire and a glow. But lately every melody is missing something deep, like a promise made in passing that you never meant to keep. The radio is lying, or maybe it's just me, but I'm hearing all the gaps where the passion used to be. I'm tired of these half-hearted love songs playing on repeat, with a shallow kind of rhythm and a hollow kind of beat. You're singing all the I love yous, but you're singing out of tune, like a sun that's lost its fever or a cold and plastic moon. It's just words without the weight, it's just water in the wine. I'm dying for a symphony and you're just a nursery rhyme. You used to write me verses on the napkins at the bar. Now you're sending how you doing from the backseat of your car. The ink has turned to pencil and the pencil's rubbing thin, and I can't find the courage to let the music in. You're checking on your watch while you're holding on to me, giving me the maybe while I'm drowning in the beat. Don't whisper if you don't mean it. Don't hum the melody if you're only looking for a way to hide the truth from me. I'd rather have the silence, the sharp and honest end, than a chorus that is empty and a song you cannot sing. porch light burning, but the moths have moved away. The floorboards memorize the things we didn't want to say. I'm walking through the blueprint of a life we tried to build. Every room's a hollow vessel that your laughter used to fill. Now the dust is settling softly on the keys of the piano, and the silence is a language that I'm forced to understand. It's just echoes in an empty hall, bouncing off the pain. The ghost of how you love me is becoming something faint. I'm chasing down a shadow, I'm screaming at the wall, but nothing ever answers but the echoes in the heart, beating the drywall, a memory on the floor. I'm a prisoner of the spaces where you don't live anymore. I found your favorite sweater in a box behind the door. It still smells like the Sunday nights we don't have anymore. I try to pull the curtains, try to shut the daylight out, but the emptiness is louder than a frantic, desperate shout. Every footstep that I take sounds like a question left hanging in a house that's grown too heavy with the sound of doors slamming. They say that walls have ears. Well, I hope they're listening now to the breaking of a spin and the breaking of a vow. I trade the whole foundation just to hear you turn the lock, but I'm just counting seconds on a dead and rusted clock. It's just echoes in an empty hall, bouncing off the pain. The ghost of how you love me is becoming something faint. I'm chasing down a shadow, I'm screaming at the wall, but nothing ever answers but the echoes in the hall. A heartbeat in the drywall, a memory on the floor. I'm a prisoner of the spaces where you don't live anymore. Listen to the wind, it sounds a bit like you, calling from the kitchen like you used to do. But it's just the hall, just the empty hall, and the silence after the fall.